Hi, thanks for joining me in today's video. My name is Matt, and together we're going to create this elegant 3D low poly house using Blender. First, we will lay down the foundation with the main body of the house. Then we'll craft this roof and chimney before adding the doors and windows that will breathe life into our project. And finally, we will create these little steps to allow us walk into the house without stumbling. Alright. Let's turn on this cavity and set this to board. Right, hit N and go to this dimension to set the X to 4 meters and then 6 meters and 3.5 meters. Alright, now we'll switch to edit mode. This is 1 for vertex, 2 for edge and 3 for face. So select this face and hit it to extrude it to this end. Now click on 1 to select these 2 vertices. Use M to match them at the center. We'll do the same thing here by selecting these 2 vertices and use M to match them at the center. So we'll have to go to face and select these 2 faces of the roof. Hit P to separate the faces, separating the roof. So we'll go back to object mode and see that this is separated. So this we name roof and this body. Now selecting the roof and going back to edit mode, we select these 2 faces again and scale in Y direction this way, and then go to face and extrude faces along normals to make some adjustment. Alright, the same thing, we're going to select these 2 faces and do the same thing, face, extrude face along normals to have this. Do this 0.2 and turn on this option. Now go to object mode, select the body, go back to edit mode and delete this bottom face. Okay, go back and select this roof. Hit 2 to select this edge. Let's do Ctrl B to add some bevel here and add 4 cuts here. Okay, now let's go to the object mode and select this body. Go back to edit mode and use Ctrl R to add a loop cut. Take it down to this place so we can add the base of the body of the house. Now go to 3 and select these faces. Face, extrude faces along normals to have this. 0.2 is just okay. You have to select all these faces and delete them. So let's go back to object mode and add the chimney. So Shift A, add a cube. Okay, let's hit 1 and go to the side and move this on the X direction and then scale it down a bit. Go to edit mode, select this top face, take it up in Z direction, E to extrude and S to scale this, E again to extrude this way, and hit I to insert this down and E to extrude it this way. You can add a loop cut here and right click to confirm the operation and then scale this a little bit to adjust the shape. Alright, go back to object mode and scale this down and move to the side. Take these to X direction and move it to Z direction. Go to the front, move it in Y direction, move it again in Z direction to have this a little bit above the roof. Alright, now we can go to edit mode, select this face, hit 3, select this face and delete it. Go to object mode, Shift A and add a cube. Go to the side, scale this down in X direction until you get to this point and then move it in X direction until it pops out in this angle. Go to the front view, scale this in Y direction this way, and then take it down to the base of the house. Now go to edit mode, select this face and take it up in Z direction to make the door longer, to make the door a little bit longer. Alright, now we are going to create the door space here using the Boolean modifier. I have to go to object mode, select this body. First of all, let's rename this to chimney and this to door. Now select the body, go to modifier and add Boolean modifier. Then while on difference, use this eyedropper tool to select the door object to have it here, and then apply this modification. Let's turn off the door at the moment. Select this body, go back to edit mode and delete all these faces. So hit X and delete the face. And here we go. Alright, now let's turn on this door. So go to object mode and select the door. Go back to edit mode and delete this side of the body. Now select this face, hit I to insert, then turn off this boundary. Set this to 2. Can extrude this part of the door by hitting E and taking it inside. Go back to object mode, shift A, and this time we add a cylinder. Let's make the cylinder 8 vertices. Move it in X direction, rotate it in Y direction 90 degrees. Hit enter. Alright, now you can scale it down. Alright, go to edit mode, select this face and extrude and X to scale this up. And then E again to extrude this and scale this down to this point. Now go back to object mode and go to the side, move this in X direction, scale this down a little bit more and move it in X direction again. Alright, and go to the face by hitting 3 and move this in Y direction and then move again in Z direction. Let's scale it down a little bit more. Okay, so this is what we have. Name this. Now the next thing to add is the window. Go to object mode and shift A to add a cube, and then hit 1 to go to the side. Resize this and move it in X direction until it pops out here. So here we'll move this in Y direction. So hit 3 to go to the front view, and I want to mirror this shape here. Right click to set this origin to 3D cursor, and then select this cube, go to modifier and add a mirror modifier. So uncheck this X and add Y. Now we're going to use this Boolean modifier. So select the body, go to add modifier and add Boolean. Click on this eyedropper tool and select this box. Click here to apply this modification and then delete these faces. Okay, go to the body, go to edit mode and select this face. Hit P to separate this face, so we can go back and see that this face is separated. Go to edit mode, select this face and insert it. Use Ctrl R to add 2 loop cuts and then scale it in Y direction. Now the same way, let's add loop cuts horizontally and scale this in Z direction. Now let's move this up in Z direction to this point. So now we can select these faces and dissolve faces. Do the same thing here, same thing at the bottom and same thing by the side. Now let's select all these faces and then extrude in this direction. Great. Go back to object mode to select this building, go to edit mode and select this and delete this face. Go back to edit mode and select this window. So we're going to rename this to window. You can mirror it to this place, so right click to set this to origin, 3D origin. Click on this to add the mirror modifier. Uncheck this and check this to have this window appear here by the side. The same step, so let's go to object mode, shift A to add cube, take it up, move it in Y direction until it pops out here, and scale it down. So let's hit 1 to go to the side. Let's position it somewhere here and take it up a little bit in Z direction. The same thing we did. Just select this building, click on this to add the Boolean modifier. Use this eyedropper to select this cube and apply. You can select this cube and delete it. Right click, select this, go to edit mode, select this face and use P to separate this selection. Go back to object mode and select the face. Go to edit mode and select the face, set the face. Ctrl R and add two loop cuts here, and then scale this in X direction. Select all these faces to dissolve it, and this face to dissolve. Alright, now we can select all these faces and extrude this in this direction. Great. Now let's add a little step here, so we'll go to object mode and select the body of the house and go to edit mode. Ctrl R to add two loop cuts here. Right click to confirm the operation and scale them in Y direction. Alright, now hit 3 to go to the face and select this face and extrude it along this axis. Click K to activate the knife tool and cut this. Hold shift to get the exact straight line and hit enter. Now select only this face and extrude again. Great. When we go to object mode, you see how it looks. You can just set this to random to see the different colors. Select this window, go back to edit mode. You can just hit P, separate the selection to have it change its color randomly, then hit E, and then go back to object mode to see this. So you can do the same thing here. Go select this, go to object mode and select these faces. Hit P to separate the selection. Another thing you can do is just add this matte curve and select maybe this fashion. Okay, you can go to edit mode and delete these faces. Alright, thank you for staying with me to the end of this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and click on the red subscribe button to subscribe to this channel. And until next time, keep blending, keep creating, and keep making more income. Thank you.